time. Oh yeah, what's it called? AGDQ race. Let's see that again. Let's see CFB fucking roast the shit out of the crowd. Is it here? 1, 2, switch. This is obviously like the big thing everyone's complaining about.
Hey, none of you guys are funny. If you want to prevent cancer, consider standing out in front of the shuttle that's running in front of the hotel on the hour. Thank you.
Yeah,
And
CFB roasting everyone.
Please do not do that.
So obviously GDQ sent out a tweet later and then they kicked him off the couch. But man, the whole race well, first of all, the race itself was actually pretty like really close between Zeus and Behemoth. It's just like you wouldn't know it from the fact that there's no energy from the crowd. So I wish I could find the whole race. Oh yeah, here it is. Yeah, so they did a 100% race, and it was pretty cool. But if you follow Super Metroid, it's pretty cool because Zost actually took a different route to everyone. He actually got early power bombs first, but I think that kind of hurt the race for people who don't really know the game, because like if you come in halfway through the race, you're like thinking, oh wow, Zeus is really far behind, but actually he was ahead for pretty much the entire race. Like he was really far ahead, mostly because I think, let's see, Fantoon, I'm pretty sure Behemoth messed up Fantoon a little bit. He had a 3-round, whereas Zost had like a freaking awesome 2-round. We'll see. I think he gets the 3-round. I could be wrong. Yeah, 3-round. But then Zeus had this crazy doppel. Like right here. Wild like messed up a little bit on Fantoon as well, and then Ivan freaking had a terrible time on Fantoon. I think Ivan was like, I don't want to act like I fucking know more than these guys, but it looked like he was just scared of dying because his health was really low. But you can see here he's like, Fantoon's really red. Not here. He's really red. Like around about here. And like, he should have just used the super, but he just goes for an X Factor. The description is funnier. Which one? I'll look at that later. What else? Oh yeah, there's a point where Ivan during Gauntlet, he completely just fucks it up. I felt so bad for him. He right here I think it is. Nope, not there. He accidentally broke the bottom block in Gauntlet, and he had to try like jump in the middle of it, of the crumble blocks, but like he went too far left and he had to go all the way around. Like I was actually really nervous during those parts. Like all those little parts where you could like get soft locked or lose a minute and stuff. They all actually made me kind of nervous. Like GT missiles, the aqueduct part thing, whatever it's called. Like they all made me kind of nervous. Yeah, round about here. It's really disappointing though. Like Wild and I like Wild had a really good marathon time, and Ivan obviously he could have had a pretty decent time as well if he didn't fall here, like right there. But they just look like a piece of shit when you're up against Zost and Wild. What's up, Christofalo? Like he got anything sub 120 in a marathon, especially his first marathon. Like that's an insane time. It's just unfortunate he had to be up against Zeus. But anyway, the end. I'm just gonna skip to the end. Just like the lack of energy here was so disappointing.
Alors, attention, Metroid
Alors,
skip
Zeus,
quand même
le
pour
Metroid.
Zeus.
Alors ça c'est.
Well, you guys can't hear it. Basically, when the runners got to Turian, so Zost and Behemoth, the GDQ staff, I think it was the staff, it wasn't anyone on the couch, but on the staff was basically saying like everyone was trying to like get hype and stuff because it's towards the end of the race, and the staff was like everyone stay silent, and everyone was just too scared to say anything. And I think that's because what happened with CFB earlier. They just played it too cautious. Cause yeah. But I'm not really happy about what happened with CFB and stuff. Like the crowd was super, super obnoxious. Like every time there's a fanfare, they'd do the Waluigi Wah thing. And even just over commentating and stuff. Like it was just too out of hand. But then CFB wasn't actually commentating. He actually took the headset off Overfiend and said that to the crowd, which I think was like probably the worst part of it as well. And then he's like telling everyone in the crowd basically to go kill themselves, which was, I thought it was badass at the time, but I'm like, I totally understand why everyone is like, I guess upset about what he said, because that's not something you should say at an event like this. And like he did get what he deserved, which is to get like kicked off the couch, and I don't know what else will happen to him. But yeah, everyone's kind of overreacting after that. Like there's so many Reddit threads of people being like oh, who's this guy starting a witch hunt, blah blah blah, fuck this guy, whatever. And I was like, dude, just let it go. He got kicked off the couch. There's nothing you can do about it. And then the staff afterwards telling everyone to be silent. They were so silent to the point where when the save kill donation incentive got read out, when they announced the outcome, everyone missed it. They just said straight out, yes, save him. And everyone was like, what? What's going on? Are we supposed to, is that the outcome? And they're like, yeah, save him. Yeah, just go save the animals. And everyone's like, oh, okay. Like, what's happening? And like to me, I would be, if I donated a shitload of money to kill the animals, like it raised almost $800,000. If I donated a shitload of money, I'd have been fucking pissed, because like there was no enthusiasm at all. And I don't know, from the point when CFB made that comment to the end of the race, like the energy just died, and it was really disappointing, especially like for us. Like we 793k. Who deserved it? The crowd deserved it, or CFB? I think they both deserved it. Like the crowd should have, like I was saying it during the race. I was in the Discord like constantly. Every time they would say why, I would I noticed it. Everyone else noticed it. It was fucking annoying and obnoxious. Like I hate that people, like the thing I hate about it is like, yeah, everyone hates CFB for what he said, but like everyone's trying to act like, oh, the crowd's just trying to be hype and stuff, and then you tell them like, it's like, no, that's not what happened. Like they were being obnoxious, they were being loud over commentators. Like that's not something that you do And it's like the same thing. It's like people who heckle in crowds. Like you don't go to a stand-up comedian show and heckle in the crowd, and then when he calls you out for it, you don't be like, "Oh, hey, it was just a joke," and blah blah blah. Like it's not something. Like it's not something you do. But whatever. I'm just like annoyed of how like something so I don't know insignificant affected like the rest of the race. Like the end of the race was just like they're look how close Zost and Behemoth are. They're 8 seconds apart. They're 8 seconds apart, and there's no excitement at all because no one is allowed to be excited. Calling who out? Blue Foxy? Well, yeah, I know they were doing the WA thing all week, but like doesn't make it not obnoxious. It was really obnoxious, and the only reason why CFB made the comment was like some guy yelled it out, and people who were at the event were complaining about it as well. Like every time there's an item fanfare, they thought it was fucking annoying. Like I would have been annoyed as well. Like I'm not trying to defend CFB or anything. Like everyone fucked up. Everyone fucked up, and I just feel really bad for like Wild looked like I haven't talked to Wild, but he looked like he was fucking annoyed. Everyone looked like everyone here looked like they were fucking annoyed at it. And everyone, like the crowd should have shut the fuck up. CFB should have said whatever. You should have been, you know, classier about it. And then GDQ like freaking overreacted by silencing everyone. Like it's the biggest event of the week. It raised 800,000, like almost like over a third of the money that they made. And I don't know. I think Wild was even trying to motion the crowd. Yeah, he was visibly annoyed at it. That's the impression that I got. I didn't ask him about it or anything, but he was annoyed at it, and I'm just like annoyed. I'm annoyed at the people who are defending the crowd, and there's probably people in the crowd saying like, "Hey, we didn't deserve to be whatever." Like you did deserve to be called out because you were fucking obnoxious, and that shit annoys me. It's the same thing as people who heckle in the crowd like anywhere, and then they try to act like they're innocent later. Like it annoys me because like this is like the game that this is a game that we all wanted to watch, and now we all look like pieces of shit. Like I don't know. Anyway, what they needed was Fuza up there threatening to ban everyone on the couch from chat. Yeah, people are like going to town to like the commentators and stuff, being like, "Oh, they're shit commentators," blah blah blah, because of what one person said. Like people overreacting, just like fucking pissed me off. But whatever. It really wasn't as big of a deal as people were making it out to be. It's just I wish CFB should have just said, like I've said it millions of times. Antimatter Horse said it yesterday. He's like he should have said I really prefer if you be quiet. That would have just wrecked, like everyone would have been like laughing at that, and like no one would have been hurt. Everyone probably would have shut up at that point. They probably would have, and everyone would have laughed about it, but whatever. I'm sure everyone will get over it. It's not a big deal. But just disappointed because I know a lot of people were probably waiting for this race, and it should have been way more hype than it actually was, because they were only 8 seconds apart. Like in an hour plus long race to be 8 seconds apart is crazy. But I think everyone's spoiled as well because of how the AGDQ 2014 race went. Like if it's not less than 5 seconds, it's not a big deal. But to me, this is like Metroid Skip was way more tense than it kind of seemed like to me. Because, like, if any one of them failed it, they would have lost the race. But yeah. That's all I wanted to talk about. Damn, I've been talking for a fucking hour, dude. Alright, I'll play some games now. I'll play DKC2 for probably... What time is it?